Hey everyone, it's me Deepak. So today here we'll be solving this problem, that is two input arrays sorted. So here if you already solved this easier version of this, that is this one, then only I will suggest you to jump to this question. So because if you have already solved this question, then it will be much more easier for you to understand or grasp the this problem. Okay, so let's jump into this question. So here the number of likes is also more as compared to the dislikes, and it's a medium question, so yeah, it's a good one question. So here the question is, what given a one index array of integers numbers. So here I have array of data type integers whose name is named as numbers. So that is already sorted in non-decreasing order. So here it is sorted, so there is no need to apply linear search and all the stuff. You can, it is sorted. Then the first approach that should come in your mind is binary search. So we'll just go through the question, then we'll see that what the approach is, what the intuition behind it and all the stuff. So here it is in non-decreasing order. Non-decreasing order means it is in increasing order, which means it is in ascending order. Ascending order means what? The first element will be smaller, then the greater element will be the next one, then next element will be greater than the previous element, like this way, ascending order. So here what we have to do, here we have to find two numbers such that they add up to a specific target number. So here we are also provided with a target element. For that we have to find two numbers, so that in such that they add up to this target. So let these two numbers be something, some any element, nums index 1 and nums index 2, any element, and such that index 1 has to be greater than or equals to 1, and it has to be smaller than index 2, and index 2 has to be smaller than or equals to dot length. Yeah, it's obvious. So here what I have to do, I have to return the indices of the two numbers, which are two number I found here, which add up to this target. That index, that element's index I have to position, I have to return, that is index 1 and index 2, means I have to return an array. So here I have to return only two index, so the size will be 2 only, the length of that array will be 2 only. Up to this I think it's clear. So the tests are generated such that there is exactly one solution. You may not use the same element twice. Your solution must be only constant extra space. Okay, we'll see with all these things. So as you can see here, here I have an array which is in sorting order, not decreasing, which means ascending order. Here I have target 9. I'll see whether 9 is there or not, means whether there is any two element which add up to 9 or not. So here 2 and 7 is there, which add up to 9, as you can see here. So the index, I'll just return the index of that, means position of that, not index, means where that element is there. So here I return that. So we'll furthermore, so we'll just understand this question with an example. Let's say this is my array, okay, let's say. So here as you can see, it's in sorting, it's a sorted array. Okay, so here as you can see, the tests are generated such that there is exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. Means there should not be the case. Let's say my target is let's say 4. So I cannot do like this, 2 plus 2, that same element I cannot use. I have to use a different element. That means the first element has to be smaller than the next element. I have to do something like this. Okay, so this is the constraint that are provided to us. So here as you can see, how could I approach this? So it's sorted, so there can be various approaches. So I will be solving this using the two pointer approach. Okay, so we will be solving this using two pointer approach. Okay, so here as you can see, okay, I'll just write it in say, as you can see here, I have this array 2, 7, 11, 15, 16, and then 25. 5. Okay, so let's say initially, let's say I have 2 point. Okay, here I have 2 pointer, or first pointer at the start element, at the next pointer at the last element. Okay, I will name it as I and J. Cool. So here, as you can see, the element is in increasing order. Whatever the element at right side is greater than the element which are at left side. Means 2 is smaller than all the elements in this array. 7 is smaller than all the elements to its right side, but it is greater than whatever elements is in its left side. Okay, so here let's say my target is let's say my target is 15. Let's say my target here is 15. So let's see whether I am able to find my target with this 2-pointer approach or not. So here, as you can see, I will just add this I with this J. So here 2 plus 25, it is giving you what? 27, which is greater than my target. It means here my target doesn't exist. I have to do some changes. I want some cases that where should I go now? Where should I replace my point? Means where should I shift my pointer? So here I have to shift my pointer, but which pointer should I shift? I or J, or both at the same time? So here, as you can see, if I will shift I, okay, as you can see here, if I will shift here I, okay, if I will shift here I, then what will happen? Let's say my pointer is at 7 now. Now 7 plus 25, how much it is? As you can see here, 7 plus 25, it is 32. It is increasing. Let's say I am again increasing my pointer to next my pointer to 11. So as you can see, 11, and my J is at what? My J is at 25. 11 plus 25, how much is it? How much it is? So as you can see, 11 plus 25, it is 36. Means here my value is, my summation value is getting increased if I am moving I. So let's say I'm not moving my I am moving my J. Let's say here, now previously my J was 25 now, but now my J is this 16. My J is this 16. Okay, this 16. Cool. So let's now again, let's say I'm adding this. My I is at 2 and my J is at 16. So here, as you can see, previously okay, let's say 2 plus 16, it is 18. Cool. Let's say I'm again decreasing, moving my J. Now my I is at 2 and my J is at 15. So as you can see, 2 and 15, it decreased from 18 to 17. So here what we have observed, that if when I am moving my I to the right, it is increasing. My summation result is getting increasing because it is in increasing order. My array is in increasing order, it is in ascending order. So if I'll increase, as you can see, previously I was adding 2 initially I was adding 2 with 25, and then if I'll increase, I'll shift I. So here my element value is getting increased from 2, it is getting 7. If I have to reduce, if I have to decrease it, then see, as you can see, 25 previous element, if I move my J from 25 to 16, it is getting decreased. Okay, so here what we have observed, that if I have to decrease, then I will do what? See here, decreasing is from right side and increasing is from left side. So if I have to decrease, then what I have to do? I have to do J minus. I have to shift my J to the one previous, I have to reduce its location like this, j minus minus means I have to do minus 1 means whatever let's say my j is at here, so I have to do minus 1, so here my j will be here like this way. So here this way to do. If I have to reduce it, if I have to just increase it, so what will I do? If I have to increase it, so I will do what? I will move I plus plus, I will do I plus plus, I will move shift my I, because as you can see, if I am shifting it to right, my element is getting increased. See here, 2 from 2 to 7, from 7 to 11, 11 to 15, it is getting increased. So in this case I have to do what? I plus plus. So here we come to the conclusion that we have two cases. One is this: if I have to increase my summation value, then I have to do I plus plus, and when I have to decrease my summation value, then I will do j minus minus. So let's say here, let's solve our question. Our target is 15, so 2 initial, so now my I is at 2 and j is at 25. So as you can see, 2 plus 25, it is how much? It is 27, which is greater than 15. So here it is greater than, but I want 15, so I have to reduce it. I have to reduce it means what? I have to do this. When I have to reduce, I will do j minus minus. Whenever I have to reduce it, I will do j minus minus. So in this case, what I will do, so here in the first iteration, what I get is 27. Okay, so here I will do j minus minus, which means now my j is here at 16. So I will do it again, 2. Now again next iteration, my I is at 2 and j is at 16. So 2 plus 16 is how much? 2 plus 16 is how much? It's 18. It's 18. So see here I got what? Here I got 18. Now 18 is greater than 15. I want 15. My target is 15, so it is greater, so I have to reduce. So what will I do? I have to reduce. This case I have to perform. So for this case, what will I do? This one. For reducing, I will do j minus minus. Okay, so here what I have to do? So here again I will reduce, means I will change j position by j minus minus. So now my j is at 15. So here my I is still at 2. I is still at first position. Now 2 plus 15. 2 plus 15 is what? I think it's a say 2 plus 15, as you can see, it's 17. So here I got here 17. In the next iteration I got 17. But here if you see, 17 is still greater than 15, which means what? I have to again reduce it. This I have to reduce condition. What is my reduce condition? This one. So I have to reduce it again I have to reduce it. What I have to do? I have to do j minus minus. So again j comes here. Cool. So here 2 and 11 I have. I is at 2 and j is at 11. So 2 plus 11 is how much? 2 plus 11 is how much? So as you can see, 2 plus 11 is 13. So as here as you can see, I got 13, which is smaller than 15, but I want 15. So it is smaller than, so I have to reduce my summation result. I have to reduce. So what should I do? For I have to increase. I have to increase. Sorry. So for increasing, what will I do? I have to do this. I have to follow this condition. So I have to follow this case. So I will do what? I plus plus. So here in this case, I have to do I plus plus. Here I got what? 13. But our target is 15. So I will do what? I plus plus. Okay, cool. So my I is at now my I is at 7. So here as you can see, 7 plus 11. My I is at 7 and my j is at 11. So as you can see, 7 plus 11 is how much? It's 18. Oh, it's again comes to 18. So as you can see, now I got 18. Now here as you can see, 18 is greater than 15. So I have to do what? It is greater than, so here I have to reduce. So what will I do for reducing this condition j minus minus? So what I have to do here, I have to reduce it. So here j will be here. Now I is also, so here as you can see j, I is also at 7, j is also at 7. So it means what, as you can see here, this case, this constant, you may not use the same element twice. So here I can't use this same element 7 plus 7. If I'll do here like this 7 plus 7, I can't do it. Even if I'm adding 7 plus 7, then also I'm not getting 15. So here I can't do this. So means here I have to do what, I can't do anything. So here I'll just return what, here I'll just return that target is not found, which means I'll just return -1. It means this only. So here in this array, using this array, I can't find two numbers, any two elements which add up to my target. So here is the, here I did this. So if let's say this array is here, I'm taking this array, okay, let's say, okay, here I'm taking this array 2, 7, 11, 15. So here as you can see our target is 9. So here I'm getting some I'm getting, at least I'm getting my target. So okay, so here this is my what, this is my array 2, 7, 11, 15. Cool, this is my array. So here I will do what, 2, 7, 11 and 15, and my target here is 9. Cool, and my target here is 9. So I'll as you know the concept behind it, how to solve it, how to approach a problem, so I'll just quickly solve this. So before we did an example where we didn't find our target. So here we are doing one more example where we are getting our target. So here okay, my I is at, I'll use my pen. Okay, so here my I is at 2 and j is at 15. Cool. So here I'll do what, 2 plus 15 is how much, it's 17, and it's 17, and now what, 2 plus 15 is 17, which is greater than my target 9. So when it is greater than, then at that point what we have to do, we have to do j minus minus. So here in this case what will I do, I will do j minus minus, then now, which means my j is at 11. So here my I is at 2 and my j is at 11. So I will do what, I add it, 2 plus 11, it is 13. So here I am getting what, 13. So 13, which is, so here 13 is also greater than 9. So again I have to do I minus minus. Okay, I will do it. So here my j is at now 7. Now again I'll add it, I plus j. So here I have what, 2 plus 7. So here 2 plus 7 is how much, it's 9. By adding 2 with 7 I am getting 9, which is equals to my target. So here I'll simply return its location. So here I don't have to return its index because it is in 0, it is 1, it is 2, it is 3, index number is like this. But here we have to return what, location, position, at what position, means will count from 1, will not count from 0, will count from 1. So here will return what, we will return 1 and 2. So it was all about the problem, and we have solved, we have understand with an example. So we'll just quickly code it, means how can I do in this coding. So here we'll be using Java. Okay, so as you can see, okay, so here I have to do what, so here we are using a two pointer approach. cool. For this, okay, so my start pointer will be where my start or I whatever, my start pointer initially is at 0th index. Initially it is at 0th index, okay. And now my end pointer is where? Now my end pointer is at the last element. Last element is what? Nums dot length minus 1. Nums not, here the array name is numbers, so I'll just make it nums for the ease of, okay. Nums dot length minus 1, okay. Here I have start, I have end, okay. That's cool. So here what I will do, until I am not getting my target. So here what we are doing, from we are doing I plus j, ith element plus jth element, ith element plus jth element. If I am getting ith element plus jth element equals to my target, at that point I am stopping my iteration. So here what I am checking, so here while until my whatever element is at start plus whatever is the element is at end, until means after adding this, if I am not getting target, I will just keep on doing the same thing again and again, okay. Again I'll just keep on doing this, okay. So here what we are doing, so here if by adding the for ith element, this element with jth element, if after adding ith element with jth element I am getting some another number, let's say my target is 9, I am getting 20 which is greater than 9. Here my value, my summation value, sum is greater than my target. At that point what we are doing, j minus minus, cool. So here if nums of start and nums of end element is greater than my target, at this point what will I do, simply j minus minus, okay. Else what I am doing, else I am doing I plus plus. If my target is 9 and my summation value is 7, so here my summation value is less than my target, so in this case what I am doing, I plus plus. So I'll just simply do I plus plus, in which case in when my nums of start plus nums of end is less than target. So here I'll just quickly comment it, so because it will give me error, okay. So I'll just keep on doing, so after when while loop, my when I come out of while loop, it means what, I'm out of my while loop. So it means now nums of start plus nums of end is not equals to target, is false, which means it is equals to target. So here what I will return, not start and end, because here I don't have to return index, I have to return position. So here index starts from 0 and position starts from 1, which means I have to start counting my counting from 1, okay. So means there is a difference between one difference, 0 and 1, so there is a difference of 1, okay. 0 minus 1 is what, minus 1 absolute of this is 1, yeah, it's understandable. So here after while loop I will return what, so here I have to return answer in array format. So here I will need one array, so here let's say integer array, and that's array name is answer. That's length will be of I think 2, because I have to return only the index of 2 element, cool. So here what will I do, so here the first answer at 0th index will be what, will be start plus 1th position, and answer at first index will be what, will be and plus 1, I think, yeah, it's cool. And at the last I have to return just my answer array, yeah, cool. I think, yeah, I think we are ready to run it. Let's see whether it is getting accepted or not. So here's saying okay, there's some naming, yeah, nums dot length, because my array name is nums, just now I changed from numbers to nums. So I think okay, Oh, so okay. Here we were from the starting. I was saying I J, but here I, instead of I J, I used start and end. So here instead of J, I have to write uh, end, and instead of start, I have to write. Sorry, instead of I have to write J. I have to write start. I think, yeah. Now it should get accepted. Yeah, it's accepted. Now just quickly submit it. So yeah, and now my we have successfully submitted it. So it was so if you want a detail, if you want a detailed code, means code with an explanation, means for, so you can refer it to in the your future. So from here you can check it out. So here I did everything. See here everything. So yeah, means detail I added comments, so it will be easier for you for the future reference. So here you can do this. It is also accepted. This answer is also accepted. You can also do like this way. The answer will be the same, but the that how you are writing it, that will be different. So here you can say, try it like this also. I'm directly creating one array, and I'm directly assigning elements to for elements. So okay, so here in this case, what, I don't need to create array and all the stuff. I'll just quickly, so as you can see, created one integer array, and I directly assigned value to it. So here you can see int array, and I'm directly assigning value to it. First value is what, start plus 1, and the second value is end plus 1. This is also acceptable. Yeah, this is also acceptable. So yeah, now as you can see, it's also acceptable. You can oh, so here I have to write 1. I typed start plus. So yeah, it's accepted. Now we can also submit it. Yeah, it's submitted. And means there is no need, but you should do this. Means you should also see for the edge cases. Means now also it is okay, it is getting accepted, but you should also check for edge cases. What is the edge case? As you can see here, I have edge case, that is this one. Edge case is if my start is equals to end. Just now we saw in the previous example, when it was I is getting equals to j, and then also I'm not getting. So in that, at that point, we saw that here you may not use the same element twice. So when I equals to j, or as you can see, if start equals to end, or whatever name convention you're using, if that is equals to I equals to j, so there is no more possibility now. So we'll just return an empty array. In that case, we'll just return an empty array like this way. So let's do that also if you want. So here I'll just quickly add one edge case. Okay, cool. So here what was my edge case? If nums of I think nums of start, nums of start just confused. Okay, if nums of start equals to nums of end, it means there is no more possibility. I can just directly return new integer array and empty array. Okay, empty array means what, I didn't found anything, so I can just return empty array. As you can see, just return empty array. Cool. And if you are not following this method, this way of returning the array, you are using this method. We are declaring it, we are initializing it, then manually means we are adding for element to 0th index, first index. In that case, there is no need to do this edge case, because even if I am not getting answer, then initially it will be there will be -1 only. So there is no need to do this if you are following this method. If you are following this method, then also there is no need, but you should also see whether there is edge case or not. So because you don't have to only have to submit and submit and submit and all the stuff you have to do. You have to learn. You don't have to focus on the number of questions, you have to focus the quality of question, and you have to focus that how many number of approaches I witness a same question with how many approaches can I solve that. You should focus on that. So here's all about this problem. So thanks for watching.